Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and greeting to those who are watching this video of mine. I am Afifa Dianis binti Muhammad Shukari from PI009E30. Today I am going to teach you guys some simple yet useful things you can do on Microsoft Excel in your laptop or desktop or any devices that can support Microsoft Excel.
Okay, so first of all, I am going to use the data I found to demonstrate to you guys on how to use Microsoft Excel effectively. The link to the data I prepared will be given at the description box, so you guys can go and check it out for you to try it too. Next, we will start with how to merge and make the title of the table a center. First, you gotta click on B3 table and go to the right corner at the bottom of the table here until you see this white plus sign like this. Then you have to drag the plus sign until you get it like this. The next thing you have to do is to click on the home section on the top and search for the merge and center button. Click on the button and that should do it. Now do the same thing for the household part and there you go. You have learned the simplest thing you can do on Excel. Next, we will learn how to insert accounting formats into our table. First of all, click on the C6 table and drag it to the right and down to the bottom of the table. Then search for the dollar sign on the top of the home section. Click on it, then more accounting formats, and search for the one we are using, which is Ringgit Malaysia. Click on it and your data should end up like this. And now you have learned the second thing you can do in Excel. Now we are going to continue with how to total up the data in the table. First, go to the C26 part in the table and select it. Then go to the formula section on the upper part of the screen and search for this sum of symbol. Click it and you will see a list of other things you can use. Select sum and it will automatically choose the data for you. But then again, we don't want to total up the main of food expenditure, but to total up the total of food and non-food expenditure by state. So we have to manually select our data. Change the selected table with C6 D6 and push the enter button on your keyboard. The total of food and non-food for Malaysia will show up. Here's the trick. Doing this one by one is a hassle, and I can deny that. However, you can just go to the right corner at the bottom of the table until you get this black plus sign. Drag the sign onto the bottom of the whole table and you will automatically get the sum of food and non-food expenditure for all states in Malaysia. Last but not least, we are going to learn how to insert graphs in Microsoft Excel. First of all, click on the insert section you can see on the top of your screen and choose the data you are going to choose. Right now, we are going to make the bar graph of the comparison of mean of food and non-food expenditure in Malaysia. So click on the C6 table and drag it to the right and down of the table. Now search for this bar-shaped button over here and you can choose your own graph. So I am going to use this simple graph, and we can also change the title of the graph. So I am going to change it to the main monthly basic expenditure of decent living of food and non-food for household by state Malaysia 2023. You can also change the formats of your graph. You can change the color to spice things up, and you can also label the data so that people can easily understand and read your graph later. You can label the data in your graph by pushing on this plus sign over here and click on the data labels, and now you can see the data of the table will pop on your graph. you can adjust the size so that people can see the data more clearly. You can also change the axis title. So basically the my x-axis is the states in Malaysia, and my y-axis is the number of basic expenditure of decent living for household by state. Next, we are going to make a pie chart based on the second data, which is the total of both food and non-food expenditure by states. So click on the data. First, you have to choose B26, which is the states, and drag it to the right and to the bottom of the table. Now we have to go to the intersection on the top of your screen again and click on this pie shape button. Click on it, and again your data will automatically appear. You can put the labels on your graph by pushing on the plus sign and click on the data labels. You can change the size of the graph, and like everything is depending on you. You can do whatever you want on your data. I'll adjust the chart a bit, and I am going to change the chart title. I am going to change it to the total of basic expenditure of food and non-food by states. Again, I am going to rearrange and adjust some things on my graph so that it is easier for people to understand and read it. And that basically sums up this video of mine. So congratulations my dear audience, for we have learned some useful and simple things on Microsoft Excel, so you can use it later in life. Thank you for spending your time, and good luck on trying out these features in Excel. Goodbye!